Hydro City, welcome.
Oh yeah, this is still here.
What will we dub this color palette? Oh, it's still water everywhere. Oh, there we go.
Slightly brownish.
Hydro cannon fun. I gotta chase a ruby, huh?
So far, it's still mainly the same.
Until you get a sub boss in between the
But here, I'm going to switch to Tails, and our current team is Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles, because all three of them will play when 3 Knuckles.
Are you mashing the button at this point to get Tails to go?
Nah. Alright, your partner won't actually show up until they're completely off the screen for a certain period of time. So I'm just looking up to make sure that my partner actually respawns near me.
Okay.
And they even come back in the same way as a certain game.
In that game, you could spend 10 rings to bring it back quicker. You get negative rings. It's cool. Final special stage, here we go.
Because of this special stage, I had to redo this entire part like a few times.
I like to imagine just the cutscene of the characters falling into the levels now engraved in your mind. You go to sleep. If you have a nightmare, you fall as the characters as you wake up.
But basically, you don't really want to go for Mach 3. You want to try and get the emerald in Mach 2, or at least get close enough to it in Mach 2, and then get Mach 3 at the end. Because some of these jumps in the middle of the level are really hard to do, are really tight in Mach 3. You don't want that. You don't want that. That's how I messed up the first time and the other few times.
Well, let me just say that blue spear, you never had that problem with speed. So, you know, this is honestly easier on the eyes than blue spear. I still like cry every time I get to close the ending blue spear levels. So this is it. Overall, harder than the normal stages. Now, how do these special stages rank versus other in the Sonic games? Like, you know, the half pipe and whatever you call the Sonic 1 special stage?
The highest out of all of them.
Really?
Yeah.
I still like the half pipe better. It's kind of nostalgic sake, but...
Now, in the regular playthrough, I didn't go Super Sonic in the main playthrough, but here, I'm doing so now.
We're gonna cheese the heck out of this game.
I won't use it in every level, but I'm just gonna show off all the super forms. Sonic has super form. He turns golden, and in Mania Plus he actually has more animations, mainly in his waiting animation, and I think in a few other animations as well. But yeah, he has invincibility, he has super speed, he also has a higher jump, and whenever you do a drop dash, the screen actually shakes a little. And when you switch characters while super, your partner character becomes super, and your other character, who you switched out of, loses their super form.
Wow.
And yeah, we can see that there's Super Tails and Super Knuckles. Super Tails is interesting because you had to get the Super Emeralds before in order for him to go super. Whereas Sonic and Knuckles could just go hyper. And since I'm playing with Knuckles here, I can go through his own route here.
Explain the canon on this. I thought this takes place right after Sonic 3.
The Fantaroo did it.
So is it virtual reality? The super forms aren't real? I'd like to imagine, like, they have the Chaos Emeralds on, like, a bracelet. So when they tag out, they're like, "Here, put it on." It's like a baton when it's like a baton in like the team when you're doing the team race in the Olympics.
Yeah.
So it's like Sonic is running forward. He's like, "Take it, Mighty, take it." Go super.
Yeah, because thanks to the team mechanic, you can just, like I said before, you can switch to certain characters to get through a section faster. I can play as Tails or Knuckles here to get through this place faster. I just want to play as Knuckles.
That's what everybody said when Sonic 3 first came. Just want to play as Knuckles.
And we'll let Sonic get back into the lead. And I'm intentionally going to let Super Sonic run out here just so I can have rings. Because if you let Super Sonic run out, in order to let it run out to begin with, you need to run out of rings. Your rings go down 1 per second. So...
In Sonic Forces, you can turn Super Sonic on. Nah, that's a lie.
I don't know if you can, actually. But, whatever, I won't play that game again.
Oh, come on, it wasn't that bad. Well, I haven't played it yet and probably never will, but it wasn't that bad.
I mean, you have to pay $2 in order to get Super Sonic anyway.
I thought he was free.
Alright, here's what happened. At first they had it free, but then after a certain amount of time, if a certain amount of time passed, you had to pay $2 for it. But then there's a lot of backlash for that, so they made it free again.
But what if you paid $2 for it?
But I think I read somewhere that they changed it back to $2. I need to check that.
Paying for Super Sonic in a Sonic game. This is the darkest time. But anyway, your bodied Eggman is on the shit.
Yeah.
I did not know that. I'm kind of heartbroken about that now. Stars don't twinkle, the moon doesn't shine.
Now, I remember that I'm trying to switch to Knuckles here, but I can't because we're not standing still.
But you are, you're just rotating. Count.
Now, I didn't know this at the time of recording this, but there's that up there was actually a special ring. But I couldn't get back to it.
Shaking my head. So, I assume you can't pick people up with tails.
Oh, right. That was another thing that I wanted to talk about. Is that you can't play multiplayer here. You can't play local co-op here. Like, me and Super were trying to play with teams. Like, I wanted to be Sonic, he wanted to be Mighty, and we were trying so hard, but it didn't work. You just can't do it. You can't even do the Tails thing where you hold up and press the jump button and get him to fly. You can't even do that. All two-player functions are disabled in Encore mode.
No. I mean, I don't know, because imagine, like, you get two people and they're just spamming the switch button to be... I want to be Sonic. No, I want to be Sonic. No, I want to be Sonic. And the time runs out.
I feel like that may have been a factor, but, like, it is local co-op anyway.
Yeah.
You can either just ask or take away the controller if your partner is being very rude about it.
Ante, can I be Sonic this turn? No, absolutely not. We can't make this mode that easy. I'm just waiting to see this hot Hydro City boss fight. Hopefully you don't lose all the characters on the game. Tails is like, nah. Oh my god, speedrun is first.
Yeah, I love this section of Hydro City. Even if it is still just the same thing from before. I meant to actually go super during this part, because if the boss fight is the same thing as before, but if you're super, you can just get caught on one of the spikes or anything, and just kind of hit Eggman with your own body.
I did not know that.
I always thought that, I mean, before I found out that you can just, that he'll probably crush you or something.
Yeah.
But, nah, I'm guessing you just take damage like normal.
I got you this time, it's like, ow. I still love this boss.
Oh yeah, you can easily die here because they don't actually, in Encore mode, they don't actually play the drowning theme. They still have the sounds. They changed the sounds from that one game that we don't like.
I actually forgot that because I remember you pointed that out when we played that. I'm like, oh yeah, we don't like that game. Okay, well I kind of like it, but still.
But yeah, and new transition.
I feel like that's the laziest of them.
Yeah.
It's like Eggman was like, well shit, I lost. Blow up the city. No, don't blow them a path. Blow on top of them and kill them.
And now we're moving on. Oh yeah,